Hey guys, Ben here. Welcome to the tutorial where we plan to go over all the general tips for heroes, as well as some specific tricks. We've already covered the art of pulling, juking, and escaping in our previous tutorials. Some of the information will be well known to the players who have already put tons of hours into Dota 2, but I feel I should still cover some of them for the newer players. So, once you die, your hero loses the gold equal to the following formula. This means that the lower your net worth, the less gold you lose. Or, in other words, give to the enemy team. This feature was implemented to protect the poor supports who often end up on the lower end of the net worth list. But on the other hand, it gives you a way to come back by killing an enemy hero who has a huge net worth. A few years ago, gold you lost was simply done over the next formula. It's obvious that the current formula is arguably better. If you're under the smoke effect, you're allowed to cast spells without revealing yourself. However, hero attacks will dispel the smoke effect, even if we're talking about the orb effects applied to regular attacks, such as Huskar's flaming spears or Clinx's flaming arrows. You can also use items without dispelling the smoke. Enemy heroes and towers will break the smoke effect, but illusions won't. This makes it easy to know if the hero who accidentally stumbles upon you during your gank is the real deal. Another cool trick is regarding the smoke is related to dust of appearance. So, invisible enemy heroes can also dispel the smoke, but the dispel radius is almost the same as the radius of your dust. As soon as your smoke pops out, feel free to use a dust of appearance if you think there may be an invisible enemy around you. Illusion heroes, if you play against them, can be really irritating. There are some heroes with rather powerful illusions, such as Morphling or Spectre. If these heroes get farmed, their illusions can get quite tanky, and are hard to deal with if you're a poor support. However, there are some heroes, or rather the abilities they possess, which can instantly kill these illusions. Lion has two abilities. He's got Mana Drain and Hex, which can instantly kill like a 4k HP Morphling illusion, rendering his ultimate almost useless. Disruptor has Glimpse, Pugna has Life Drain, Shadow Shaman has Hex, Medusa has Stone Gaze, but every hero has access to Cypher Vice. All of these abilities and items instantly deal with these pesky illusions. It's also quite important to mention several skills that can give you the ability to deny your allied heroes. You will often find yourself playing against a Queen of Pain, or a Venomancer, or a Doom, and similar heroes with damage over time spells. If you ever find the allied hero escaping with almost no HP left while under the effect of these spells, feel free to deny him and prevent him from giving the golden experience to the enemy team. However, to be able to attack the heroes affected by the mentioned abilities, they have to be below 25% HP. It could also be a good idea to remember that you can deny yourself with some of your own abilities, or even by the abilities from the heroes in your team. Let's say that you play with a centaur or a tiny in your team. You need to deny yourself. The craggy exterior and return can actually trigger even if the ally is hitting them. Pushing these days is quite important, so let's get over the abilities which affect towers by either damaging them or reducing their armor or attack speed. So let's first go over the items affecting the towers, or in general, all buildings. Assault Cuirass will give the negative armor effect, area of effect on all nearby buildings. Blightstone and Desolator will give negative armor to a single building. What else? Crimson Guard also affects the buildings. We won't go over all the abilities, as there are tons of them, but we will mention the most popular. Techie's Mines deal tons of damage to towers. Death Prophet's Exorcism also does a lot of damage if the tower is her main focus. Jakiro's Liquid Fire can decrease the attack speed of the tower. Naga Siren's Song will completely shut down the nearby towers, but will also make them invulnerable. To buff up your own towers against a push, use Lich to increase the armor of the tower, or Ogre's Bloodlust to increase its attack speed.